Hey guys, what's up? It's TF. Now, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another action figure review. This is going to be of the SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen Yuji Itadori figure. Watch this show. Seriously, if you like anime, I think you would really like this show. I absolutely loved it when it came out in 2020. It has honestly quickly become one of my favorite newer anime that have come out in recent years. And I'm very happy that someone's making figures right away. Now, it took me a while to get my figures because I pre-ordered through Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store just to make sure I would get something. And so finally I got this from Big Bad Toy Store, and Gojo should be coming in soon. I cannot wait for that figure. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the packaging. It's thinner than what I'm used to with some SH Figuarts, but it's not a big deal. You do have the figure in the box. You get to see some of the accessories that this figure comes with. You do get a read-up of the SH Figuarts line, as well as it says Yuji Itadori Jujutsu Kaisen. You get some images of the figure right there. Bottom half here, you can see the Tamashii Nations quality sticker, as well as the Jujutsu Kaisen logo, as well as Tamashii Nations and Bandai's logos there. And then we get to this side here, it will just say Yuji Itadori and Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as SH Figuarts. And then we take a quick look here, and you can see some quick little square shots of some of the accessories and features of this figure. On this side here, it's just a continued image of the Sukuna face that's going on with the figure, and it does say SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen Yuji Itadori. On the top here, it's just another image of the figure there. It just say Yuji again. On the bottom here, pretty much the same thing. This time we do have, again, the Sukuna face on there. Again, it just says Yuji and SH Figuarts. We get to the back here, you can see the figure with the name and the name of the series as well. It does say option parts there. You can see some of the different accessories that are being worked with this figure, as well as it says simple style and heroic action. Bottom half here, I think, is a bunch of warnings, as there is some stuff in Japanese that I don't understand, but we do have the Bluefins distribution sticker on there. It is for ages 15 and up. We have the barcode in case you need it. Let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging. So here's the figure out of the packaging, and I love it. It's awesome. It's so great. There are a couple things that I wish they did differently, though, with this figure overall, but it is a very, very, very solid figure, and is very accurate to what we have with the manga and anime counterparts. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the accessories that this figure comes with, which it comes with a lot. Then we'll take a close look at the figure. Figures from SH Figuarts usually come with instruction booklets. I do recommend reading this just to make sure you're doing everything properly with the alternate effects. Also, it warns you about some possible paint rub-off on the figure. So I'm going to start off with the hands. Pretty much every hand is done similarly. Not much paint going on. I don't really mind, though. The skin tone is coming through pretty well. It's molded like this. And then we do have a little bit of some detail in the fingernails. Some of the, I don't want to say like tendons or whatever, but like you can see like the, some of the detail of like the actual knuckles kind of sticking out. That's like realistic based on this pose. You can see some of the details in the palms right there, so that's good. Those were more open. Those could be posed hands. These are more clenched fingers for more action posing. These are pretty good. He's got some pretty big hands. And then we do have a Sukuna hand here. This looks awesome. Look at that. That tongue sticking out, those teeth. That is painted and sculpted extremely well. I have no complaints there. That looks super awesome. We get some extra effects pieces here. I don't know if this is exactly Black Flash, but it could be. And it could be just, cursed energy or whatnot. It's blackish and bluish a little bit. Definitely blackish towards the end here, but it's definitely more of a translucent blue, and it'll slip over the fists, which towards the end of the review, I'm going to do images with the different accessories and whatnot, so stick around for that, and you'll get to see that on there. Let's look at some of the different head sculpts, or face sculpts, really. This is a screaming face, which comes through extremely well. Now, I'll be honest, this is a bit of an iffy likeness, I think. Not horrible, but this definitely, to me, screams Yuji. This looks just like him. See a little bit of the side, not really sideburns, but you see the side of the hair right there. That's those bags under his eyes, the angry eyebrows, the tongue and teeth are painted very nicely. This is some posing hair where, if he's doing certain action poses, like if he's going through the window or not, that's what that's for. It has some pretty nice sculpting in the hair. Be careful. It's not super spiky or uncomfortable to deal with, but there is potential that these spikes could break. So just, it's a bit of a softer plastic. Just always be careful though. This is pretty much the one thing I only have a problem with. It's pretty much the same as this face right here, except parting to the side. I wish they switched this for a happy expression, because Yuji is a pretty happy dude. Not gonna lie, he is a bit of a dope, and I would have liked a happy expression. But, oh well, I guess they didn't really anticipate that when making this figure, but, I mean, what are you gonna do? At least we get another face. I guess if you want certain posing, last but not least, we get a Sukuna face, where I do kind of wish this was looking straight forward. It's looking down, so the whole time it's just going to be looking completely down like this and whatnot. You could repaint the eyes, of course, but I'm not going to do that. I think that would be very dangerous, but it is very nicely done with the details all over the face and in the mouth too. Man, just awesome. So we do get a very nice wide spread of accessories. Alright, so this is how he comes packaged. I think this face is fine. I felt like it didn't look entirely like him based on the art style or whatnot. This is Itadori though, there's no mistaking it. If the face doesn't do it, the hair definitely does. It's very light brown, almost pinkish, and it looks very, very good the way that they did all the spikes. I don't know if there's much paint in there. It looks like it's molded in this plastic, but it doesn't look too bad. That's what the side of the head looks like. That's definitely painted here. See the black there? Very unique hairstyle. I like it. You have the bags under his eyes again. Are those bags? I never knew what those were. They look like bags to me. We do have some lip color. I don't know if I mentioned that with the other faces, but they do have a little bit of lip color. It's darker. I don't know what kind of color it is actually right now, but it's definitely, gives off, a bit of a frown there. Again, I just wish he had a happy expression. The dude is happy as hell. Maybe if we eventually get a different version of Yuji, or I honestly do want a separate Sukuna figure in, a certain outfit for Sukuna, and maybe we would get a happy Yuji expression as a trade-off since we have this right here. But here is his custom Jujutsu Tech outfit with the red hood on here. Really nice. It's just molded in this color. But we do have gold buttons on the chest and the neck right there. Pretty much everything else is molded, but it doesn't look too bad. The quality of the plastic is fine when it comes to how it's molded, and the sculpting is also very good. It's not really like Marvel Legends where if it's molded in a certain color, the paint there's no paint and it doesn't really look very detailed. With this, yeah, it's molded in one color, not much paint in certain areas, but the sculpting and detail is not lost at all. Lots of nice wrinkles. Little side parting there for the blazer. I don't know if it's the blazer. Theoretically, these cuffs could come out because they do kind of move separately, these little red pieces, but the peg for the arm is big, so it's small enough, the hole basically, it won't fall out, is what I'm trying to say. It's big at the end here, but it gets smaller here, so it's not going to fall out. If you want to try to remove it, by all means, but I don't think you're supposed to. These are the fists that he come with. These things, his hands are big. I didn't realize how big these characters' hands are, I guess. I'm used to just getting mostly Dragon Ball SH Figuarts and maybe a couple other stuff. Their hands are a bit smaller. But we get down to the pants here. More wrinkles. The Yuji butt. And we get to the back here. You see the joints right there. So you see this weird smooth streak going on the plastic. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's interesting though. That's what the front of the legs look like. They continue the sculpt here with the knees, and it gets a little bit smooth once you bend it. You start seeing some of the inner workings and mechanics of the action figure there. I don't think it's a deal breaker though. Down to the legs though. I guess those are his socks. And then we get his nice shoes here. So these are awesome. They are very nicely detailed, honestly. I like the laces. This brown paint coming through is very clean. Lots of nice, great line work going on. That's what the bottom of the feet look like. There's not much detail on the bottom, but we do get serial printing there, so it's not on the rest of the figure, so that's good. Pretty much what you're looking at is a figure that has mostly wrinkles in his uniform. And you know what? That's pretty much all you need when it comes to this exact figure. Let me try to focus up, give you a quick 360 look. This is a really nice looking figure. Could they use some paint variation in certain areas? Maybe. Does it need it? Not entirely, if you ask me. SH Figuarts have pretty good articulation. They have a lot of extra stuff. If you have any of the Dragon Ball stuff, you know what you're going to get yourself into. So, let's pop the head off really quick. This time around, we do have this neck peg system. And there's some action figures, like domestic figures, to use that lately. But you go side to side, forward and back. There's a separate piece moving in the hood, as you can see there. I don't know if you... It's a little hard to see. But this allows for a pretty good range of motion all the way around the neck, because there's also articulation going into the body there. Really deep butterfly joint there, which gives me a little bit of trouble, but these pieces here definitely move for the butterfly joint. That's how far out his arms go, which is awesome. That's how far down. They do have a bit of a drop down method, as you can see there. This, how all that moves. Upper arm swivel. We do have double jointed elbows, which bend really nicely. We have the Tamashii classic wrist system, which swivels here at the wrist and also at the hand, so you can swivel it here, hinge in and out, swivel it. You can go up and down as well. Ball joint waist, you can swivel. Back, this is a soft plastic here, and if you move it too far forward or move it too far back and whatnot, you could get this to overlap the actual sculpted plastic, which this is plastic, hard plastic, soft plastic here. So be careful with that. That far back. Now, it doesn't look the greatest, but you could get a pretty good amount of range forward. And then side to side, I already mentioned all that. Separate waist swivel there. Legs go forward, back sort of. And now we do get upper thigh swivel, which is a little bit tight on my figure, but not too bad and not too worrisome. We do have double jointed knees. I don't think we have rotation here, but we do have rotation here. We have more of a classic ankle pivot. Could be wrong, could be ankle rocker, but it usually just goes side to side. The down, that's how far down it goes. Not amazing. Good enough though. Up, that's how far up it goes. I do believe this is a soft plastic piece on the shoe. Actually, that's more of a harder sculpt, so never mind. Then we do have a toe hinge right there. So, crazy good articulation. For size comparisons, I have a couple of SH Figuarts here. On the left, that is Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, and on the right, we have Instant Transmission Goku. If you're not counting the top of the head, then Yuji is actually going to be taller than Goku. Seems like Yuji is a bit of a taller SHF. He's only a little bit taller than Spike, as you can see there. I have some other figures here. Figma, Kilo Kill Makamon Construct, which is honestly one of my favorite figures of all time. It is a fantastic figure. He towers over her, but Marvel Legends figures like White Vision here are going to be taller than SH Figuarts. So I may have overhyped this figure a little too much. I can't help it. I really like the series, but it is a really, really well done figure. I am very satisfied with my purchase here. The only thing is maybe a few extra paint apps in certain areas, which it looks fine as it is. Maybe just a little bit of shading in the hood. I also just wish, the biggest thing is I wish he came with a happier expression. That would have made this figure a little bit better instead of a stern looking to the right face. But pretty much everything you need for Yuji is here. We do have a Sukuna expression, which is awesome. Different hands, some effects pieces, different hair parts, and great articulation and detail to go with all of that. It is an extremely well done figure, and I'm really hoping that Tamashii Nations keeps going with this line. It's too popular. I'm sure we're gonna get Nobara and Megumi, hopefully Todo, hopefully Nanami, and maybe some of the curses and villains. I can't wait to see what the rest of this line is going to have in store. It is a $60 figure. It's going to be a little bit easier to get. Try Amazon. That's where I was able to secure a pre-order, and I actually got a different pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe they'll restock there too. This one is a little bit easier to get than Gojo, I'll tell you that much. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the figure, what you think about the review. Leave a like, share amongst your friends. Follow me on Instagram for more content over there, and I'll see you guys later.